Hi, welcome back to Hometime and our Creekside project. Well, we are done with the major part of the construction, but we still have a few details to wrap up before we clear out of here.
That's right, we can talk about cleaning up for one thing. For example, the windows and glass around the house. It's a daunting job for you and me, but we know some guys that seem to make it a breeze. We also know there's a lot of dirt and debris that we can't even see, and that's inside the ductwork. We're getting that taken care of too.
It's not all about cleaning though, because we're also getting our hands dirty out back and finishing things up around the storage area with some natural stone. So we've definitely got a lot on our plate today.
That's right, something good to chew on. Hope you can stick around. This particular crew also specializes in a process that will seal up the ducts. It's estimated that people lose up to 30% of the home's conditioned air through leaks in the ductwork. So sealing them up from the inside can reduce energy bills considerably.
So Dan, it looks like you guys are well on the way here. You got everything vacuumed out. Now it's time to seal things up.
We do. Everything's going great, right on schedule.
So what's the whole process in sealing up the ducts now at this point?
We start by removing all the registers and grills and plugging them with a foam block so we can seal them up nice and tight. Then we begin to isolate the HVAC equipment so we don't cause any damage to that. And then we cut some access holes into the ductwork so we can run our lay flat tubing so we can start injecting the sealant into the system.
So how exactly does that work once you start injecting everything?
Basically what we're trying to do, Dean, is put the ductwork under pressure, and we're taking a liquid sealant and we're heating it up and turning it into an aerosol. And we're injecting that into the ductwork and forcing it out the holes so we can start sealing those holes.
So again, the inside of the ductwork has a lot more pressure, so all that sealant wants to try to escape.
Right, we're basically taking a high pressure zone and we're forcing the sealant outside those holes to a low pressure zone so it can slowly adhere to the edges and slowly fill the holes in.
And all the while you're watching the stuff on computer.
Yeah, we are actually. We're actively monitoring the system right here on a tablet so we can walk around the house and we can interact with you and other customers while we're doing the process.
And so during that process, watching it on the computer, what are some of the values you tend to see?
We're looking for the total CFM of leakage, which doesn't mean a lot to our general homeowners, but we're also monitoring the square inches of duct leakage. So it'll tell us in how many square inches, how big that hole is, and we're monitoring that the whole time.
And there was a point where I took a look at it, and it looked like there was 60 square inches of total leakage in the return system.
Yeah, and that's actually not untypical for what us to see on the return side of the systems. We've got a 60-inch square hole. Every little hole adds up to one big hole.
And that just amazes me because, I mean, we watched the HVAC contractors do this, and they're good guys. They did a really tight job of working all that sheet metal. It's amazing there's that much space.
It is. It's surprising that even the best sheet metal workers still have some leaks and still have some improvement that we can make upon that.
Well, bottom line, once everything's sealed up, the air is going to where you want it to go in the house and not leaking out everywhere along the way to its final destination.
You got it, Dean. That's the whole intent. But we're also looking on the cold air return side of bringing that air out of the space where it's intended to be pulled out of, not in the cavities or in the attic or there's that nature, improving our indoor air quality.
No, I'm glad we're having this done. Good to have you guys aboard. Appreciate the help.